hangs beneath these worn-out wheels, like a hymn for men with nothing left to feel. Dust hangs heavy like a sinner's prayer. Ain't no mercy riding shotgun there. Skies are bruised, stretched wide and thin, painted black where the sun once been. Got a bottle rolling on the floor, but it don't taste like it did before. I'm lonely like the highway, cold and long. Every mile just echoes what went wrong. No town ahead, no place behind, just a broken man outrunning time. I'm lonely like the highway, lost and strayed. No map to guide me, no reason to stay. If there's a God, He don't pass this way. I'm lonely like the highway. Radio hums, but it don't speak clear, just static ghosts. I swore I'd hear your voice buried in the noise somehow, but it don't sound like you now. Passed across by the roadside bin, name wore off, but I know that end. Every soul that tried to outrun fate meets the same cold rusted gate. I'm lonely like the highway, cold and long. Every mile just echoes what went wrong. No town ahead, no place behind, just a broken man outrunning time. I'm lonely like the highway, lost and stray. No map to guide me, no reason to stay. If there's a God, He don't pass this way. I'm lonely like the highway. If I stop, I might feel your hands again. Ghosts don't fade, they just sink within. There's a fire burned out in my chest, only ashes where you used to rest. So I drive through the dark, through the blank. Every road got a different name, but they all lead down the same black line, where your memory won't let me die. I'm lonely like the highway, cold and long. Every mile just carves another wrong. No dawn breaks, no angels call, just empty sky and a silent fall. I'm lonely like the highway, worn and frayed. Every promise just a debt unpaid. If there's a grave, it's where I'll lay. I'm lonely like the highway. Yeah, I'm lonely like the highway. There's a mile of broken gravel where the blacktop gave its ghost, past the rusted fence and scarecrow, where the night hangs heavy most. Wind cuts through the cotton fields like a preacher with a blade, and the moon bleeds through the branches where the debts don't ever fade. I heard the tires screaming long before the engine died. Saw the headlights shaking like a sinner trying to hide. There was blood along the roadside, dark as oil and twice as cold, and a name carved in the silence no one living ever told. There's blood on the cotton road. Don't you walk it after dusk. Every sin you bury deep, gonna rise up through the dust. Hear the gravel cry your name, feel the devil in the load. Ain't no mercy in the dark, there's blood on the cotton road. He was running from a memory with a bottle in his hand. Said the law was just a shadow that would never understand. But the past ain't something fleeting. It don't loosen, it don't bend. It'll meet you in the darkness like a long forgotten friend. There was another in the back seat with a secret in her eyes, and a pistol wrapped in trembling where the truth and terror lie. When the trigger broke the silence, time just froze and split in two. Now the cotton drinks the story no confession ever knew. There's blood on the cotton road. Don't you walk it after dusk. Every sin you bury deep, gonna rise up through the dust. Hear the gravel cry your name, feel the devil in the low. Ain't no mercy in the dark, there's blood on the cotton road. Sunrise, just a shell of steel and bone. Two souls lost between the miles, one truth carved into stone. No one spoke of what had happened, just the whisper of the breeze. But the crows all knew the ending as they gathered in the trees. Now the fields still sway in silence, but they carry every cry, every drop a quiet witness, every root a reason why. You can run, but you can't outrun what you've sown into your soul. Every road leads back to judgment when the reckoning takes hold. There's blood on the cotton road, and it stains you to the bone. Every step you take in darkness, you ain't ever walking home. Hear the gravel sing your sins like a long forgotten code. Ain't no mercy left to find, there's blood on the cotton road. chair by the window where your shadow still leans. Dust dances slow in those dead summer beams. Your boots by the doorway, they ain't moved an inch, like they're waiting on a man that the earth won't unpin. I still hear you laugh in the creak of the floor, like a ghost knocking soft on a splintered back door. But the night don't answer, it just swallows me whole, and I pour out your memory and a burn down my throat. So I drink for the ghost, won't leave my bones. Every swallow drags me deeper along. Raise the glass to the grave, I can't outrun another shot for the love undone. Yeah, the bottle don't heal, it just pulls me close to the cold, dark truth I fear the most. I ain't drowning you, I'm just letting you grow. Every drop's just whiskey for the ghost. Your name on my tongue tastes bitter and warm, like a prayer that got lost in a godless storm. The preacher said time's gonna mend what it steals, but time just sharpens what the silence reveals. I've been chasing your face in the bottom of glass, watching your memory flicker then shatter like ash. Every midnight confession I pour into sin brings you back for a moment, then buries you again. So I drink for the ghost that won't leave my bones. Every swallow drags me deeper along. Raise the glass to the grave, I can't outrun another shot for the love undone. Yeah, the bottle don't heal, it just pulls me close to the cold, dark truth I fear the most. I ain't drowning you, I'm just letting you grow. Every drop's just whiskey for the ghost. Oh, oh. If I set down the bottle, would you finally fade or haunt me louder in the quiet I've made? Is this love or a curse that I carry inside, keeping you breathing while I slowly die? I see your eyes in the cracks of the wall, in the empty reflection where I used to stand tall. And I swear if I sober, you'll vanish like smoke. So I stay here drinking, keeping you close. Yeah, I drink for the ghost that won't leave my bones. Now the man in the mirror ain't someone I know. Raise the glass to the grave, I've become a living ruin of a broken one. Yeah, the bottle don't heal, it just digs me down to a place where your memory wears the crown. I ain't losing you, I'm just losing control. Every drop's just whiskey for the ghost. Yeah, every drop's just whiskey for the ghost. There's a nail in the door of the church on Pine, where they wrote my sins in crooked lines. Every whisper rides a southern wind, says I'm the devil they let back in. Boots still drag through the gravel road, like they remember every wrong I've told. Mama's porch don't creak the same since he started spitting out my name. Sheriff's eyes like a loaded gun, knows the things that I ain't outrun. And the river don't wash, no it don't forgive, just reflects the ghost I live with. There's dust on my name, it won't wash away, no matter how hard I pray, how long I'll stay. Every mile I run, every line I cross, I'm still that man they say I was. Yeah, the past don't fade, it just rearrange the blame, like shadows in the flame. I could bleed for change, still in the same, with dust on my name. I took a job at the edge of town, where the railroad tracks hum low and brown. Kept my head down, hands in dirt, trying to bury what still hurts. But the preacher's son won't shake my hand, says redemption ain't for my kind of man. And the girl I love won't meet my eyes, she still believes those old town lies. Every night that whistle cries like it's calling out my alibis, and the mirror don't show I become just a man I can't outrun. There's dust on my name, it won't wash away, no matter how hard I pray, how long I stay. Every mile I run, every line I cross, I'm still that man they say I was. Yeah, the past don't fade, it just rearranges the blame, like shadows in the flame. I could bleed for change, still in the same, with dust on my name. I lit a match in the pouring rain, open fire might cleanse the stain, but the storm just laughed and took its claim, left me choking on the same old shame. If I leave, I carry it anyway. If I stay, they'll never let me change. Ain't no road that don't recall the man I was before the fall. There's dust on my name, carved deep in stone, in every place I've ever known. Every prayer I speak, every truth I claim, still echoes back in a different name. Yeah, the past don't die, it just digs its grave in the choices that I made. I could rise again, but I'll never be saved from the dust on my name. standing where the gravel meets the dying line of steel, with a suitcase full of nothing and a wound that wouldn't heal. Wind was dragging old confessions through the cracks of rust and bone, every mile behind me whispering I'd never make it home.
There was blood upon my knuckles, there was dust inside my lungs, every promise I had broken hanging heavy off my tongue.
Then I heard that iron thunder cutting through the midnight air,
like a ghost come back to tell me
there was mercy somewhere. Oh, the train out of nowhere
came calling my name,
like a second chance burning
in a runaway flame.
I climbed on with my sin
and the lies that I wore,
but that train out of nowhere
don't lead anywhere no more.
Yeah, it howls like redemption
Through the cracks of my soul, but it runs on illusions I cannot run or control.
every mile just a circle.
I've been riding before,
That train out of nowhere
don't lead anywhere no more.
saw a preacher in the corner with a Bible in his hand.
Said, son, you can be forgiven if you follow where we stand.
But his eyes were cold as winter, and his collar stained with gin.
And the cross around his neck couldn't drown out all his sins.
There was a woman dressed in silence,
With a ticket made of gold,
said she left behind a lover.
somewhere buried in the cold.
She was smiling like salvation,
But her hands began to shake,
like she knew this road was nothing
but a cruel and crooked fake.
oh, the train out of nowhere
Came calling my name,
like a second chance burning
in a runaway flame.
I climbed on with my sin
And the lies that I wore,
but that train out of nowhere
don't lead anywhere no more.
yeah, it howls like redemption through the cracks of my soul,
But it runs on illusions I cannot run or control.
every mile just a circle.
I've been riding before,
That train out of nowhere
don't lead anywhere no more.
now the tracks start bending backward through the towns that I fled,
Past the ghosts I tried to bury,
and the words I left unsaid
I see faces in the windows,
that I swore I'd never know.
all the roads I tried escaping
Are the only roads I go, and the whistle turns to laughter,
like a devil in disguise.
every hope I tried to follow
Was a well-dressed set of lies.
ain't no station in the darkness,
Ain't no place to finally stand,
just a rail of broken mercy
drawn in unforgiven sand.
oh, the train out of nowhere
Still
calling my name,
calling my
control.
Oh, every mile just a circle.
I've been riding before.
That train out of nowhere
Don't lead anywhere no more. There's a red line crawling through the timber tonight, like a serpent made of anger, chewing bark down the bone. Wind's got a preacher's voice, calling judgment in the pines. Ash falls soft like a snowfall over everything I've known. My father's porch is cracking in the heat of the flame. That old guitar is crying where I left it by the wall. There's a picture of your face turning black in the smoke, and I can't tell if I'm running from the fire or the fall, or the fire in the pines took my name in its mouth, burned the road I was walking, turned me inside out. Every memory's a cinder drifting into the sky. I got nothing left to bury, nothing left to deny. Yeah, the fire in the pines don't leave nothing behind. Just a man full of ghosts and a trail of goodbye. There was a chapel down the hill where we swore we'd grow old. Now the steeple's just a finger pointing nowhere at all. I hear the crack of the rafters like a hymn gone wrong, like a choir made a devil singing, ruin through it all. Your dress was hanging white on the line that day. Now it's ashes on the wind where the black crows fly. I tried to hold on to something that the flames couldn't take, but even love ain't sacred when the whole world's dry. Oh, the fire in the pines took my name in its mouth, burned the road I was walking, turned me inside out. Every memory's a cinder drifting into the sky. I got nothing left to bury, nothing left to deny. Yeah, the fire in the pines don't leave nothing behind. Just a man full of ghosts and a trail of goodbye. I stood in the clearing with the smoke in my lungs, watched the past turn to embers in the dead of the night. There's a sound when it's over, ain't a scream, ain't a cry, just a silence so heavy it can swallow the light. I called your name, but the wind dragged it off like it never belonged in my chest in the first place. Now the world feels hollow where the roots used to hold, and I'm just passing through what used to be our place. Oh, the fire in the pines took my soul in its mouth, left me wandering circles with no way back out. Every promise we made turned to dust in my hands. Now I'm walking through a graveyard that I don't understand. Yeah, the fire in the pines don't leave nothing behind. Just a man made of ashes and the heart undefined. Yeah, the fire in the pines took everything that was mine. Found your name in a drawer of dust and rust. Ink bled thin where my hands once shook with trust. Paper curled like a sinner at the flame. Every word I wrote, but never gave a name. I sit out right when the nights got cold and long, when the whiskey stopped pretending I was strong. But the truth don't travel easy through a pen, and I buried every line again and again. I should have told you I was wrong that night. Should have laid my pride down, let it die in the light. Said your name like a prayer I couldn't keep. Now it haunts me in the hours I don't sleep. Every word I never said still burns my tongue, like a gospel left unsung. A bell never rung. Now this letter's just a ghost I can't outrun. All the love I never sent to you, undone. Your old porch still leans into the wind, like it's waiting on a voice that won't come again. I see your face in the cracks of every road, in the silence where your laughter used to go. I wrote forgiveness in a crooked line, then I crossed it out like it was never mine. Guess regret's just a debt that never fades, and I've been paying interest in the dark for days. I should have told you I was wrong that night. Should have laid my pride down, let it die in the light. Said your name like a prayer I couldn't keep. Now it haunts me in the hours I don't sleep. Every word I never said still burns my tongue, like a gospel left unsung. A bell never rung. this letter's just a ghost I can't outrun. All the love I never sent to you, undone. If I'd mailed it, would it find your hands? Or drift like ash across some broken land? Would you read it? Would you turn away? Or forgive the man I was too proud to say? There's 1,000 roads I'd walk back through just to speak one honest word to you. But the past don't bend and the dead don't wait, and silence is a lock I seal too late. I should have told you I was wrong that night. Let the truth cut clean instead of losing the fight. Held your heart like it was mine to save. Not another thing I carry to the grave. Every word I never said still scars my soul, like a fire in the cold that won't let go. Now this letter's just a ghost I can't outrun. All the love I never sent to you, undone. Undone. There's a mile of broken gravel where the headlights died. Wind was howling like a preacher with the truth to hide. I still hear that engine coughing in my chest at night. Still smell the iron and the dust and the burnt off light. There was blood on my knuckles, but it wasn't mine. There was glass in the ditch like a row of signs, pointing back to that hour I can't outrun, when the clock struck mercy and I came undone. I tried to leave it buried in a nameless town, with a bottle and a Bible just to drown it out. But that road keeps winding through my sleep somehow, and I wake with that same cold sweat on my brow. I never left that night. It's carving bone and bread. Every mile I wander is a step inside its depth. The moon still hangs like judgment in a sky gone still, and I'm driving through forever on that broken hill. You can burn the map, but the past don't fade. It's a ghost in the marrow, it's a debt unpaid. I've been running from a moment that won't set me free. I never left that night, it never left me. There was a voice in the backseat, I can't place a name, just a whisper of forgiveness wrapped in quiet pain. But the mirror never showed me what I needed most, just a hollow-eyed man and a hanging ghost. The sheriff said it's over, said to let it lie, but the truth don't rest when the truth don't die. It just circles like a vulture in a blackened sky, and it waits for your soul till the day you're dry. I've worn out boots on roads that don't forgive, chased down peace in every way a man can live. But there's a night that keeps calling me back again, like a wound that remembers where it's always been. I never left that night, it's carved in bone and bread. Every mile I wander is a step inside it. it's dead. The moon still hangs like judgment in the sky gone still. And now I'm driving through forever on that broken hill. You can burn the map, but the past don't fade. It's a ghost in the marrow, it's a debt unpaid. I've been running from a moment that won't set me free. I never left that night, it never left me. If I could turn the wheel just a second slow, maybe fate would crack, maybe time would go. But the devil don't bargain with what's been done, and the dark don't forget where the blood first run. I hear that crash in the silence between each prayer. Feel that hand on my shoulder though nobody's there. And the night keeps breathing like it's still alive, like it's waiting for me not to survive. I never left that night, I'm buried in its skin. Every dawn's a lie, 'cause it starts again. The stars burn cold like eyes that see it all, and I'm chained to the echo of that final call. You can dig a grave, but it won't stay deep. When the past don't die, it just learns to creep. I've been living in a moment I can't undo. I never left that night, and it's buried me too. I've been walking through a valley, carved in rust and bone. Boot heels dragging sins I swore I'd never own. Every mile of memory with a loaded name. Every prayer I mutter sounds a lot like blame. I left a trail of broken doors and empty chairs, cheap whiskey promises and unanswered stares. Now the wind don't carry nothing back to me, just the sound of what I used to be. And I beg those cold hands of mercy to hold me tonight, but they turn like iron in the dead of the night. I cried out for grace when the sky stays still, too late for a sinner with a bloodstained will. Yeah, I reach for mercy with a soul half gone, but the hands I needed had been cold too long. There's a chapel rotting at the edge of town where I carved her name, then I burned it down. I thought fire could cleanse what I'd done wrong, but it only made the silence twice as strong. Her ghost still lingers in the back of my mind, in the space where forgiveness I'll never find. I see her face in every passing storm, and every night that never feels like morning. I beg those cold hands of mercy to hold me tonight, but they turn like iron in the dead of the night. I cried out for still. Too late for a sinner with a bloodstained will. Yeah, I reached for mercy with a soul half gone, but the hands I needed had been cold too long. If redemption's a road, I lost the trail somewhere between the truth and a coffin nail. I hear judgment calling in the distant rain, but it don't wash clean what's carved in pain. I'd trade my breath for a second chance, one last look, one final glance. But time don't bargain and it don't forgive, and a man like me don't deserve to live. So I beg those cold hands of mercy to hold me tonight, but they broke like stone. In the dead of the night, I screamed for grace till my voice ran dry, but heaven don't answer a man like I. Yeah, I reached for mercy with a soul half gone, but the hands I needed had been cold too long. Cold too long. Cold too long. They laid me down where the clay runs cold. No preacher's hand, no story told, just a splintered cross and a nameless stone, with the crow singing low like a dying drone. I wore my sins like a second skin. Every promise broke, every borrowed grin. Now the dirt don't care what I meant to be. It just pulls me in like the tide to sea. Buried without a prayer, no mercy in the ground, no choir gonna find me, no bells gonna sound. I was running from the reckoning, now I'm laid out bare. 6 feet of silence, buried without a prayer. Mama cried, but I never came. Too busy dancing with whiskey and flame. Left a trail of ghosts seen every time. Now they're all standing here as they lay me down. I remember nights I could have turned, but I fed the fire just to watch it burn. Now the flame's gone dead and the cold sets in, and the earth don't forgive where I have been. Buried without a prayer, no mercy in the ground, no choir gonna find me, no bells gonna there's a road beyond this grave. It don't call a man I failed to save. I hear no voice, I feel no grace, just the weight of time in an endless place. If I had one breath I could reclaim, I'd carve redemption in my name. But the dirt stays still and the past won't bend, and the night rolls on with no God to mend. Buried without a prayer, no mercy in the ground, no choir gonna find me, no bells gonna sound. All the debts I carry, they're settled in despair, lost to the silence, buried without a prayer. Buried without a prayer, no hands to pull me through, just a hollow sky where the truth once grew. I was born a sinner, died unaware, now nothing but dust, buried without a prayer. Buried without a prayer. The sky turned iron over broken fields, a hush like judgment no man could repeal. Old boots sank deep in the riverbank clay, where secrets were buried and prayers went to decay.
I heard the church bell crack in the wind, like a warning for the wages of sin.
Mama said, boy, that water don't lie, it remembers every tear you tried to hide.
The cattle stood still like they knew the cost, every wrong turn, every soul we lost.
And the curtain whispered through the reeds so slow, like a reckoning rising from long ago. Black river rising,
calling my name,
dragging my past through the dirt and the rain.
every sin I buried, every lie I told,
comes back in the flood,
cold and bold.
Black river rising,
No place to run, it
carries the weight of what I've done. And the
deeper it climbs, the less I can see.
that black river's
Coming for me.
There's a shack on a bend where the willow leans low, where I swore I'd leave what I didn't want to know.
But the boards still creak with the ghosts I made, every deal I struck, every debt unpaid.
I see your face in the water's skin,
A pale reflection of where I've been.
she said you can't outrun what you chose to break.
That river, don't forget what you take.
The storm rolled in like a funeral drum, and the hills bowed down to what I'd become. I tried to pray, but the words fell dead, like the lies I carried and the blood I shed. Black river rising,
Calling my name,
dragging my past through the dirt and the rain.
every sin I buried, every lie I told,
Comes back in the flood,
cold and bold.
Black river rising,
No place
give way with a hollow sound, like a coffin closing in the ground, and the water climbs up
to my chest.
heavy with the truth I never confessed.
No mercy left in the current's cry,
no forgiveness in a swollen sky.
just the echo of every choice I made.
In the dark where the debts were laid,
I tried to run, but my feet won't move, like the earth itself don't want me to prove anything more than a man undone by the tide of all he's ever done.
Black river rising,
Take what's mine,
every crooked step,
every wasted line,
let it wash me down.
where the sinners go,
Where the truth runs deep and the guilt won't slow.
Black river rising,
I hear your call,
a judgment written in the rising fall.
and as it pulls me under endlessly,
That black
river remembers me. There's a mile of dust behind these worn-out wheels. Gravel sings like judgment every time I peel. Another town, another lie I learned to wear, like a borrowed coat that never quite fits fair. I left a name carved deep in county lines, where the preacher knew the truth behind my eyes. Now every road just bends but never breaks, and every dawn feels like a fresh mistake. I got sins I can't outrun, they ride shotgun with me through every state line, every back road county. I keep driving through the night, but they don't fall behind, like blood on the wind, like a mark I can't hide. I could run till the devil forgets my name, but these sins I can't outrun still know the way. There's a motel cross flickering half alive, where I washed my hands but couldn't feel them dry. Every mirror shows a man I used to know, with a past that won't stay buried down below. I hear the sirens in the pouring rain, but it's just the guilt calling out my name. I trade my sleep for one more mile of road, but the weight don't lighten, just shifts the load. I got sins I can't outrun, they ride shotgun with me through every state line, every back road county. I keep driving through the night, but they don't fall behind, like blood on the wind, like a mark I can't hide. I could run till the devil forgets my name, but these sins I can't outrun still know the way. If there's mercy in the dirt, I ain't found the place. If there's grace in these hands, it's been worn away. I dug a hole once deep deep enough for truth, but the ground spit it back like it always do. Now the tires hum low like a funeral hymn. In the past it's quiet, but it's closing in. There's no horizon wide enough to save a man who's digging while he tries to escape. I got sins I can't outrun. They ride shotgun with me through every lost road in broken memory. I keep driving through the dark, but it won't let me go. Like fire in my chest, like a debt I still owe. I could run till the world turns cold and gone, but these sins I can't outrun keep dragging me on. Yeah, I could run till there's nothing left to become, but I'll die on the road with the sins I can't outrun. There's a crooked gate where the iron bends low. Rust on the hinges like a wound won't close. Boot heels drag on a gravel confession. Every step sings out my quiet transgression. Names carved deep in a cold gray line. You're still sharper than the hands of time. I trace each letter like a sinner in prayer, but God don't answer in this frozen air. There's a crow on the fence with a preacher's stare, like he knows what I did, like he saw me there. And the wind through the pines sounds too much like breath, calling me back to the hour of death. I keep coming back to where you lie, under broken stone and a weeping sky. Every night I hear you call my name from a hollow ground. I'm the one to blame. If I'd been faster, if I'd been brave, you'd be walking free, not in this grave. Now I'm chained to dirt that I can't outrun. I buried you, but I'm the haunted one. Lantern swings from a shaking hand, throwing shadows I don't understand. Every flicker paints your final breath like a film I can't rewind from death. You said don't lead me through blood and dust, but I chose fear over fragile trust. Ran from the fire, left you in flame. Now every heartbeat repeats your name. I dug this ground with a borrowed spade, every shovel full of debt unpaid. And the deeper I went, the more I knew I wasn't burying you, I was burying truth. I keep coming back to where you lie, under shattered stone and a blackened sky. Every night I hear you call my name from a restless ground. I'm the one to blame. If I'd been stronger, if I had stayed, you'd be flesh and bone, not memory made. Now I'm tied to a past I I can't wash clean, and a ghost in my chest where you used to be. I swear I see you between the trees, standing still in the midnight breeze. Your eyes don't accuse, they just look through me, like you know the man I'll never be. And the silence screams louder than any cry. Why'd you die? Why'd you die? Why'd you die? I keep coming back to where you lie, under crooked wood and a dying sky. Every night I hear you call my name from the buried truth and the living.